Interesting here, the action that we have been seeing in oil, not just today, but it's the fourth day higher for WTI. How does not just Harvey, but now the coming storm, Irma, play into what's going on in the oil market?
Well, obviously, you're seeing that Irma's holding up the oil markets. I mean, you can hear from my tone that unless we had these storms, I don't think crude would be at this level. But with that being said, we're going to watch very closely the track of the storm. If it doesn't continue east and starts to move a little bit more into potentially the Gulf region, then you could see that West Texas could have a little bit of a catalyst further to the upside, especially if it looks like it's going to hit any one of those production or refinery areas in that Gulf Coast area.
I mean, it's interesting as well because we see returning supply from Libya's largest oil field, and the oil market is kind of shrugging it off. Normally, that would be, as you say, in normal circumstances, that would be a negative.
Yeah, you know what, I think, again, the risk is that we got through Harvey and the refineries didn't take as big a hit as what could have possibly happened. That was the good news. The tough news right now is that if there is further infrastructure damage in the Gulf region or in the Panhandle region there, you're going to start talking about disruption as far as movement. And so that's why it's holding up. As far as OPEC is concerned, and you hear Libya, Saudi Arabia, even non-OPEC nations saying that they're going to adhere to their outputs restrictions, I take that with a grain of salt, and I always will. So I think that's why West Texas right now will hold up, taking a look at this weather situation.
Now, I want to move on to gold and ask you what is going on there, because you do still have these Korea tensions ongoing. Doesn't seem like there's any near-term resolution, certainly. Is that really what is providing the catalyst for gold? Not necessarily to move substantially higher, but at least to hold near these high levels?
Yeah, yes, I do think it is. I mean, let's be honest. Over the weekend, when you hear that you're going to start to militarize even at a higher level, South Korea and Japan, there are some baby boomers that looked at that. I talked to a bunch of clients this weekend that were concerned about that, and they are our allies, but they're starting to see uncertainty in the marketplace. Also, you know, we're about to hear from Congress now that DACA's on the, in play, and they have 6 months, and you have debt ceiling. The uncertainty right now in the political and geopolitical environment has given a bid to gold, and I think that's going to continue while this continues.
All right.